Today is the feast day of St. Catherine of Alexandria. Born around 287 AD, she came from Greco-Egyptian nobility. From a young age, she devoted herself into study and became highly astute in things like philosophy, science and rhetoric, often outshining her elders. Now, as she grew into adulthood, her hand in marriage was sought after by just about every man in Alexandria. But she told her parents that a suitable husband would only be someone that could surpass her in wisdom, nobility and knowledge, a seemingly impossible task. As a learned woman, the pagan philosophies and mythologies that surrounded her just did not satisfy her intellect. And so one night in a dream, she was visited by the Blessed Virgin Mary holding the baby Jesus. She was completely enamoured by his glory, but this quickly turned into distress because the child Jesus would not turn to face her. The next morning she told her mother all about this dream, and her mother was a secret Christian, so she took her to an elder, a bishop, who would teach her all about the Gospels, the love of Christ and the bridegroom that awaited her. So then, after a period of prayer and fasting, she was baptised. So that night, Mother Mary and Jesus would appear to her again, only this time Jesus would give her a betrothal ring, and Catherine would consecrate herself to our Lord. Now completely dedicated to Christ, she would approach the Emperor Maxentius, and she urged him to turn away from all of his wicked pagan ways. She even managed to convert 50 of the best pagan philosophers of the day. As a result, she was imprisoned and tortured, of course. However, the emperor said to her that if he could marry her and if she denounced her faith, then he would spare her life. She of course refused this and told him that she was consecrated to Christ. She was then sentenced to be executed by breaking will, a very torturous device. However, when Catherine touched the will, it shattered miraculously, saving her from this suffering. Instead, the emperor ended up beheading her very quickly. Now, legend has it that her body was taken by angels to Mount Sinai, and there resides one of the oldest monasteries in the world in her name to this day. Catherine of Alexandria is the patroness of students, teachers and philosophers. She has an incredible amount of universities and colleges and even islands named after her. Thanks for listening, and God bless.